here in Millville, New Jersey at New Jersey Motorsports Park, the Thunderbolt configuration. So this is my first time at this track. I've never been here before, and a lot of my competitors also haven't been here. This is the first time Gridlife has come here, so it's kind of nice to have a fresh look at a new track. Per usual, the Club TR class is looking packed. I am noticing, I mean, just within my eyesight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 S2000s within eyesight. And we've got Grant Davidson here in the Integra, who I think is leading the class, or he's at the top. It's gonna be a struggle just to even make it to the podium, let alone trying to win. Conditions are looking pretty hot, so the track's gonna be very greasy. I think there's only one morning session, and that's Sunday morning, so that'll be the fastest session. But we'll see what we can do before we get there, and hopefully we don't dehydrate ourselves. Car's going pretty good. We're sitting in third right now. We're all within a few tenths of each other, and being that that was the first session, obviously we're gonna go a lot faster than that throughout the weekend. So I'm not too concerned sitting in third. Grant has first right now, and there's another guy, Kevin, with an S2000. I think he's a local guy that is in second. So I have a minor issue. I did go faster that session, but there was a lot of traffic being held up by Subarus. But this rear tire is at 9 PSI. So we've got a problem here. And we need to figure out where. Nothing obvious, so we'll put some soapy water on it, see where it leaks. My suspicion is coming out of here.
Oh, yeah, bubbles right here.
Where?
Right here.
Ooh. Ooh.
Charlie, how can I help?
Hi Charlie, I am over at NJMP right now, and I have a tire that failed on me, so I was hoping I could just come by and pick some up maybe.
All right, what model and size are we looking for?
The Falcon RT660, 225 45 17. All right, so we're gonna go to Tire Rack. They're about an hour away in Delaware to pick up a tire when they open tomorrow morning at 8, and then we gotta find somewhere to mount them. Time attack is so frustrating sometimes. It is 6:30 and I'm driving to Delaware because there's a tire rack distribution center up in Delaware. I'm gonna go pick up a new tire and hopefully find a tire shop somewhere around town there that I can mount it at and make it back. Okay, just picked up my tire here at Tire Rack. Shout out Tire Rack, not a sponsor, but Tire Rack is awesome. And now I'm going to some local shop called Done Right, and we're gonna see if they can get this tire mounted and sealed properly. We're doing okay on time, so long as this shop moves somewhat quickly, we might be all right. Looks like we're good to go. This bridge is awesome. Thanks, Delaware. You rock. I'm gonna raise the tire pressure up a little bit. I think I was running a little bit low yesterday. For some reason, when I was measuring them when I came in, they came back a little low. So I'm gonna go up like 1 or 2 PSI all around and see if we can make up some time this morning session. I think I can break 30s at least. was a morning session, it was still really hot. And my fastest lap was like my 9th lap out there. I got a 1:28.990. It's important to list those last few numbers because Grant has a 1:28.988. So we are 2 thousandths of a second off pace. Also, just to add another small little plot twist, Grant just ate his front splitter.
So first session this morning, it's Saturday. I'm on my 2nd hot lap and I can start hearing my splitter chatter against the pavement. Coming through 12, I hear it start to get worse and worse, and then I hear it stop, look in my rear view mirror and see my splitter behind me coming onto the front straight. We have these titanium skid pucks. They're kind of getting pounded into the wood, which ends up loosening the hardware, and ultimately the bolt that holds it to the tie rods just came out, which let the splitter sag and ripped it out from underneath the car.
I'd hate to win by mechanical, so I really do hope that he gets the splitter together. I think he will. I think tomorrow morning is gonna be stressful.
Times are crazy in that last session as Ben continued to turn more and more laps. He ended up getting within 2 1,000ths of a second of my fastest time from Friday, our 2nd session of the weekend. I unfortunately had to sit out this next session, so we're gonna bust ass to get this done and make that 3:30 session.
So I got my data pulled. I'm gonna go to Tom. I did some sim training with him before I came to the track to learn the track. And I want him to kind of review the data and see if maybe I'm following my same habits as I was on the sim. I think I am. I think I know where the time is, but we got 2 thousandths of a second to chase.
So the time that we break to the time we get to the apex of 5 is half a second.
Okay,
so right there is the break.
All right, so this is the 4th session overall. Looking at the data with Tom, I know there's a half second there, so we should be able to get a, what is that, 28.4 would be our optimal best, so let's see if we can go get it.
Well, the easy part's done because we had a template to trace this onto. Now we have to do the measurements to make sure we get it mounted in the correct position on the chassis.
All right, so we're at impound because we're too fast. So they gotta make sure I'm not cheating.
Impound in general, we are checking each class for compliance. Each class has a different set of rules that they have to comply to. This being a very competitive class, you being a car that's at the front of that field, we are going to make sure that you are following the rule book.
2572.
Right there, dude.
Pavement feels cool. It is Sunday morning, and this is the coolest session we're gonna have. The whole weekend builds up to this session. I feel like it always happens that way, because this is the last opportunity that we have a fast track.
It's Sunday morning now. It's like 85 degrees, which is still way cooler than yesterday. So this is gonna be the session to really go fast. I think it's gonna be another 15 degrees hotter after this morning, so it's gonna be really hard to go faster when the tires are just greased over and the tracks just had the heat pounded into it.
Congratulations, dude.
Hey, it's not
you
over
are
yet.
flying. Insane. I was like, do I have him? I don't know if I have him. And then I saw you pit in, and I was like, oh crap! Like I'm staying out, but the tires are so dead.
Yeah, I actually ended up chasing you, but the tires were done, like you said.
Right.
I didn't get below a 29 after that.
Yeah,
but
same.
good driving.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
You weren't far away in my mirror.
Our lines were like the same. I'm like, I'm doing everything he's doing. Nothing's changing here.
It must just be like half a mile here.
I want to
half a
see the
mile
data.
there.
I'm so curious.
Yeah,
or
after the
dyno
event.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
All right. Well, track conditions are obviously going to get hotter, so I'm probably not going to go faster as it is. So I'm going to start doing some stupid stuff just to see if it makes me faster. Stupid item number one is that I'm going to remove the rear bumper. It's a Honda thing. The rear bumpers will produce just the tiniest bit of drag. I think that's my biggest difference between my car and Grant's, is because it's a hatchback, I think it's got a little bit more drag. So he's got his rear bumper cut, which does help reduce some of the drag. So I'm just gonna remove mine, see if that removes some drag. It can't hurt, it can't hurt. Monster truck. Taking the rear bumper off, that might help a little bit, but we need a little bit more. So I'm gonna take the splitter off. We're gonna put this car in the dyno. I'm gonna have Andy tune it for this weather. And that might give me 2 or 3 more horsepower, having it tuned for this environment.
What did we baseline there? 230 something?
235 on your dyno.
Hopefully it's about the same. I don't know.
It's a hot day.
It is hot, so that's not helping things.
And I've heard this dyno reads low. Andy's gonna retune it.
No,
Yeah, he is.
are you kidding?
I need that 4 miles an hour. And I removed the rear bumper.
Oh, I was saying remove the rear wing.
I might need that one.
Yeah, you might.
I think this dyno reads a little bit low, so it'll probably be like 225, maybe 230. That's my guess. 235, which is exactly what we made at Andy's shop. And it looks very smooth, so I don't know if he's gonna be able to get anything out of the tune.
All right,
235,
baseline.
exact same as at your shop.
Damn, this thing is strong. All right, time to make some changes.
You think it can make some?
It pulled some timing. This is the 85, right?
Yeah.
Turning knockoff.
He said it pulled some timing, so we might be able to make some more power with some adjustments. He's gonna turn the knock off, which means
It's the 85.
it could blow up the engine, but engines are cheap. They're like a set of tires, you know.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it for more power. If it blows up, it blows up.
All right, you heard it here.
Huh?
You heard that here.
Yeah. We got 1 horsepower.
Three, two,
2, 3.
2.5. Worth it.
I think so.
in the Civic, and he really tried to get more. I think they were on the dyno for an hour and a half and made 2.3 horsepower. Ben Thorn.
Well, that's gonna do it for us here at New Jersey Motorsports Park. This track is awesome. I absolutely love this track. Grant is pushing it just a little bit more than me. He ended up taking out that W. He's got the first place. He ended up beating me by 2/10, but we were 0.02 of a second off for most of the weekend. I got a little bit faster, but he got a little bit more faster, and sometimes that's the way it goes. It was a lot of fun. Club TR is a lot of fun, and we'll see you at the next event, which is gonna be Mid-Ohio.